Posting podcast interviews on YouTube is the biggest waste of your time and money. You likely end up wasting months and countless hours of your time creating those interviews just to get no views and most importantly, no clients. While also wasting a lot of money hiring editors, thumbnail designers, and setting up the studio. Instead, you need to be creating dedicated talking head YouTube videos kind of like this so that you can actually get clients using YouTube and actually scale your business. Let me show you what I mean on my laptop. So first of all, it takes months or even years before you see any real results off of podcast channels because it takes around 20 to 50 plus episodes before they even start getting actual traction or views. And you're looking at least like 3, 6, 12 months minimum posting content before you actually start getting views and clients in from podcasts. Because over that whole period, you're getting maybe 50 to 200 views per episode, while you need thousands to get qualified views from podcast interviews. Whereas with dedicated talking head YouTube videos that is specifically directed at your ICP, even with just 100 to 200 views, you can sign clients off of that. And also the algorithm does not favor podcast content the same way it does educational / how-to content. The other thing is setting up a podcast also costs a lot of money with no direct ROI. You gotta pay a lot to set up a studio with 2 mics, the cameras, especially if you get a cameraman, hiring a team, because you're gonna need to at least hire a thumbnail designer, and they cost anywhere between 20 to, they can even go up to 100. Also like hiring a designer, which like even an intro edit plus trimming the body is gonna take you anywhere between $80 to $300 at least. All of that just to make no ROI for the next couple months. Whereas if you look at our agency clients, the ones we do YouTube with, we generally get an extra 10 to 30 qualified sales calls a month using YouTube. If your close rate is around 20% and your coaching is 4K, that's literally an extra 8 to 26K a month in clients you can be adding for your coaching using YouTube that you mess out on by creating podcast interviews. Which leads me to my third point, which is podcasts are just not efficient for getting clients. But if you're serious about using YouTube to grow your business and you want me to get you an extra 2 to 6 clients every single month using YouTube, but also handling all your ideating, scripting, editing, and SEO, so that all you have to do is just record 2 to 4 hours a month, just book a call with me from the first link in the description. First of all, most people that watch podcasts, they're doing it while they're sleeping on the bed, in the bathroom, or driving to work. They're not actually on their laptop focused and taking notes. Whereas when you make talking head YouTube videos, such as, how to make 30K a month flipping houses, viewers are usually sitting there on their laptop, on their office, taking notes and actually learning from you. And of course, like when they actually pay attention to you and see that your work is good, they're way more likely to book a call with you and invest in your program if they see the value in it. And the other thing is with podcast interviews, there's too much fluff. You go over a lot of topics, a lot of them personal and politics and whatnot, that views don't get clear, actionable takeaways that position you as the expert. And also it's hard to put in a clear CTA to book a call with you because the content isn't specifically structured around one specific outcome. And if you try putting in call to actions to promote your program, it's just gonna sound out of place and out of flow. Whereas if let's say you make a video such as how to make 30K a month flipping houses, it's a lot easier to have a natural CTA to invest in your program. For example, at the end of a video like this, you can say something such as, if you want to get to 30K a month flipping houses ASAP without making any of the mistakes I did and losing thousands and being in debt, just book a call with me from the first link in the description. And then from there, you can easily close them. You cannot do that with a podcast interview. Talking head videos are generally much more reliable at getting clients because first of all, each video is specifically targeted to attract your ICP. And that can be done by making every video target one specific pain point that your ICP is searching. And then you write your scripts built around how to fix them and then positioning your offer as the ultimate solution. And not only do these videos attract your client, but you also have their full attention. Because when you make videos such as how to find motivated sellers as a real estate wholesaler, people actually sit there with an actual problem that they're in need of fixing. So they will actually sit down, watch your videos, take notes, and then even eventually invest if you make it clear enough that your service is the ultimate solution to all their problems. Which is completely different to podcast interviews which is completely different than with podcast interviews where they mostly just listen to you while they eat or drive or work out. And also leads off of dedicated talking head videos are generally much more higher quality and more likely to be ready to buy because they don't just randomly come across your podcast while they're scrolling. Instead they find your videos by actively searching for solutions and then watching them with the intent to take action. What's insane is that despite all these benefits, it only takes 30-60 minutes a week if you have a team because you don't need a studio. You can literally just record with your phone or webcam like I'm doing, by the way. I'm literally recording with my iPhone. You can film in your bedroom and you can also easily batch them. You can literally record record a whole month of content within an hour if you really wanted to. And then have your team handle everything else like the editing, thumbnails, descriptions, uploading, etc. Another massive advantage is that talking head videos integrate very well with all your marketing strategies, because when a prospect finds you from Instagram or X or cold email or Instagram ads and then watch full-on guides from you on how to scale their business, they're gonna be much warmer to you and more likely to book a call with you and invest in your service. You can't really do that with YouTube podcasts. And here's some examples. Like, for example, you can make like a free course and then just put it in your link in bio or promote your Instagram stories, or you can even share them on your X or make guides on LinkedIn. And it also works really well at nurturing your email list. So what kind of videos should you be creating? Well, you want to create videos around how to actually get results with your process, your most common sales objections, and your biggest case studies. That way you leave people with no reason not to trust you and invest in your service. And also, you should be making these videos with the goal of implementing this funnel that will actually get you an extra 2 to 6 clients a month. And the reason I say 2 to 6 clients is that, like, with this funnel, you want to aim to get an extra 10 to 30 qualified sales calls a month. And with a close rate of 20%, that's 2 to 6 clients. So first, for your top of funnel, you want to make educational or action-based videos around your business model. And top of funnel videos only have 2 roles, which is first get qualified views slash subscribers, and then sell them on your business model or convince them that your business model is the best. And in each top of funnel video, you should deliver 1 clear lesson per video. And then you want to have 2 call to actions, which is first, go watch your free course, which I'll get to in a minute, or second is to book a call with you. And then in that free course, you want to just give away 95% of your process from A to Z. And you want to funnel all your traffic here. And the reason that is because free courses do really well at nurturing an audience, gaining their trust, and also going over your case studies and just showing people that if your V value is so good, imagine how good your paid stuff is. A lot of people think that by making a free course, they're gonna lose out on potential sales, but that's far from the truth, because there is absolutely no way you can actually drop everything about your business model within 2 hours. But what will most likely happen is people will see how hard it is, your entire process is, and that they need to invest in your service to actually have you implement it correctly. And then most importantly, you want to make bottom of funnel videos, which is basically just showing people your case studies. And you want to highlight your biggest results within the first 30 seconds and explain the results they took to get there. For example, if you help someone get into wholesale real estate and go from 0 to 20K a month, you can make a video about that and have them say that within the first 30 seconds of the video, and then explain how you help them find motivated sellers, find deals, and then find a buyer, stuff like that. And then you want to embed those client interviews on your landing page and pre-call emails. That way, before anyone hops on a call with you, they see that other people who were once sitting in their place actually hopped on that call, invested in your program, and they actually got results, therefore increasing your close rate. And here's an example of someone who actually does it to make $1.2 million a month for their coaching program, and it's this guy TGR. He runs a day trading coaching program, by the way, if you don't know him. For top of funnel videos, he makes kind of like basic videos like these, and then on all of his top of funnel videos, he has a call to action to watch his free course, and then he has it in his description. And then if you click it, it eventually leads you to here, which is his actual free course, and this one is 5 hours long, which is crazy. You don't even have to go that hard. You wanna get to like an hour or 2, but if you can, 5-6 hours is great. These do really well at converting people into paying clients. And if you look here, the reason it performed, like, this is one of his best performing videos, 2.3 million views. The reason it does so well is because he funnels all of his traffic into that free course. And the reason it does this is those free courses is basically a VSL. It is insanely good at pre-selling people on your offer and getting them to join your program. And then from there, for his bottom of funnel, he has a bunch of client interviews like this, where he just shows people who went through his program and actually got results. All those hours spent on creating podcast interviews would simply bring you 10 times more of a return if you just invest them into creating talking head videos instead. What's crazy is that it would also take you 10% of the time it would usually do with a podcast if you have the right team behind you. My clients can average 2 to 4 hours a month to record YouTube videos and make around 5 to 15K every single month. So if you're serious about creating long form content to actually scale your business, just book a call with me from the first link in the description. And if you'd rather do it yourself, just watch my other in-depth YouTube videos about how to actually scale your business using YouTube. And thanks for your time. Peace.